word bi amut xanaa yow da nga dof
fii la
dafa over am sax
Yes, this is Fila. Like I said, we're going to have a very, very interesting show today. Last episode, I did make mention of the deadly disease by the name of Ebola, which is going around in West Africa. Alhamdulillah, it's not here yet, but still we will talk about it today. And I have some special guests with me here who have set up a campaign called Ebola Free Gambia, and it includes a lot of people. And everyone is doing what they can at its best to make sure that everyone knows about Ebola. And today I have with me Ms. Fatunjai and Mr. Momar Tal from Ebola Free Gambia. Thank you for joining us on Fila today.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for having us. I am Fatunjai from Fong for Life, and yes, we are in this partnership with WEF, the Banjul Hub, that's Momar's team. And we've started this campaign early August. Fong for Life is a Balafong cause that's focused on helping make blood available in hospitals. We organize quarterly blood drives every 3 months, and early this August, the team and I, we decided that we focus on blood, on making blood available, and as we all know, Ebola is transmitted through bodily fluids, and blood is one of them. So we decided that we would embark on an Ebola campaign. That's when we decided to talk to our partners. That's the NBTS. That's Pa Babu, and he introduced us to the EDC team under the Ministry of Health. They are the team that's working on the Ebola campaign in the Gambia. So we had a 2-hour training with the EDC, where we also invited other youth groups that joined us for a 2-hour session with the EDC, and then we were trained on Ebola, the symptoms, the preventatives, and we were also informed about the measures the Ministry of Health had in place. And after that, that was when WEF approached us for us to have a partnership of some sort and embark on a nationwide campaign. And Momar will talk more on that.
All right, thank you so much for that summary, which filled us in with everything we need to know on Fong for Life. You know, so that's really great. It's a great initiative you guys are working on. So, Momar, tell us a little bit about WEF and where it comes in with Ebola.
Okay, so I'm Momar Tal. I represent WEF, which is World Economic Forum, Banjul Hub. We're part of the Global Shapers Initiative, where young people in all over the world who are members of WEF do things that help shape positive impact in our society. One of the things that we realize that is a huge potential problem for our country is just the idea that Ebola is in the surrounding nations in West Africa. It will have a huge economic impact, and what we want to prevent is Ebola coming to Gambia, and we want to make sure that Gambia is well prepared. Luckily, we found that the government has done quite a lot, that Gambian citizens should rest assured that our government is actually on top of the problem. But where we come in is to create awareness. Fong for Life had been doing great work, and we had noticed their work over the past few years. We've been following them, and we felt that we could be really, really powerful and create impact with the right people, and we felt that Fong for Life brought that to the table. And where we came in was basically, how do we get the message to as many people as possible inside Gambia and outside Gambia that first, Gambia is Ebola free, there is no Ebola in Gambia. Secondly, that a government and the people are prepared in the eventuality that Ebola should come here, but we're doing all we can and to keep Ebola out of Gambia so that we can be one of the countries that never has to experience Ebola. And thirdly is, where can we raise where can we get donations, or how can us as private citizens help authorities and people in vulnerable areas like border towns to have access to supplies. We felt that we could be very helpful in that, and we've started already. We rolled out a few projects where thank God we've had a lot of support, and we've worked with very, very capable people to actually make a difference. And I think we will get into that later on in the show.
That is great. Thank you so much. What we're going to do right now is we're going to go with a video. And this is one of Gambia's artists called MLK, Martin Luther King. And he did a song called Ebola. So enjoy this. When we come back, more about Ebola. So don't go away.
Be aware of Ebola. Be aware of Ebola. Bij zijn geltje Ebola. Yeah, bij zijn geltje Ebola. So many people are dying because of Ebola. So many people are crying. Ebola is killing people every day. Ebola, Ebola, we got to be aware of Ebola. Ebola, Jambara Bangirene. Ebola, Ebola, warna nyuma ya Ebola. Yes, we got to be aware. Let everybody be one way. Let us spread the message and make it so loud and clear. Cause this is a dangerous virus and it's spreading all over. People are dying every day and the virus spreading everywhere. Sanitize yourself and stay clean. Make sure that you wash your hands so frequently. Sanitize yourself and stay clean. Together we fight and kick Ebola away. Ebola is killing people every day. Ebola, Ebola, we got to be aware of Ebola. Ebola, Jambora Bangirene. Ebola, Ebola, warna nyuma ya Ebola. Lead the family, lead down the Samayalade. Ebola bangi jakhal de kalori. Te munu yu fexe nu ñu koy faje. Nit ñangi joy, nit ñangi dee. Sa sumay setantale. Ebola bangi gëna am doole. Sanitize yourself and stay clean. Make sure that you wash your hands so frequently. Sanitize yourself and stay clean. Together we fight and kick Ebola away. Ebola is killing people every day. Ebola, Ebola, we got to be aware of Ebola. Ebola, Jambara Bangirene. Ebola, Ebola, okay, hey yo man la MLK di leen bataaxel ngeen bàyyi xel Ebola baa ngi reyee te li si gën a métti sax waaw mooy ne jàngoro bi amaguñ fajam ndekete ñu bàyyi suñu xel si fu ñuy lekkee fu ñuy naane wala fu ñuy fanaane ndax fi ko sawee foofu nga ko naane raxasal sa loxo saa su ne ndax day wàllaate raxasal loxo xale yi suñuy génn dugg si doo ko gis ak sa bët waaye di ko jënd si sa xol mu lay def ngay wëccu sa cër yi di naaca yàlla ñu yàlla musal si Ebola is killing people every day. Ebola, Ebola, we got to be aware of Ebola. Ebola, Jambara Bangirene. Ebola, Ebola, warna nyuma ya Ebola. Jambara Bangirene. Nenagide, yalla ñu yàlla musal si Ebola.
Hi everyone, my name is Ami and I'm joining my community in the campaign to kick Ebola out of Africa, as well as maintain an Ebola-free Gambia. If you haven't already heard, the neighboring country to the Gambia, Senegal, has been hit with the Ebola virus. If you're not familiar with the Gambia, we are surrounded on 3 sides by Senegal, and the 4th being the Atlantic Ocean. With that being said, we must stay calm. With a population of approximately 1.8 million people, together we can get this message to the masses. Sensitize your families, your friends, your peers, your plumber, everyone. And don't forget to tell the little ones. Ebola or not, we can prevent many illnesses by simply washing our hands. Imagine you cough or sneeze right in your hand and head over to the nearest doorknob. That's a no-no. Cough or sneeze into your arm, like this, but still wash your hands. Don't forget to stay calm. Wash your hands and share this video. Together, we can do this. Let's kick Ebola out of Africa and let's maintain an Ebola-free Gambia. Thank you.
Welcome back. That was MLK right there with Ebola, and right here with me I have the Ebola-free, actually, yes, I was saying it right, Ebola-free Gambia team with me right now, and we're going to talk about Ebola as a disease, where it is, and how well prepared we are, which I'm very confident in. So let's just start. You know, there are a lot of people out there who've heard about Ebola, but they don't know exactly what it is, whether it's a virus or a disease, what it does. They just hear different things, and it really, really scares them. So I'm sure you guys are well aware of what it is. So can we just share that with the people out there?
Yeah, we are not medical personnel, but we have an idea or two about what the disease is. So yeah, Ebola is a virus that can be transmitted through bodily fluids. Like when you can't touch the blood, urine, saliva, and sweat of an infected person, and you can't eat bush meat or dead monkeys and dead bats.
Thank God we don't eat bats or monkeys.
I don't think that is common in Gambia. Yeah, but we can also be careful of the dicks that we eat. So yeah, I would advise against eating dicks at this.
Exactly, my point exactly, because I had this debate with a couple of people, and they were like, "No, but here we're safe, you know, because we don't eat we don't eat monkeys, and we don't eat rats, we don't eat bats. Actually, yeah, we don't eat monkeys, we don't eat bats, and all that stuff." I was like, but some of us, you know, when we were young, and a lot of kids today, they do eat rats, aka dirimo,
yeah.
You know, dicks. But they say it's an Ebola carrier as well. How true is that?
Like I said, I'm not really well informed in that area, but I can say that I would advise that people keep away from rats and dicks or dirimo or whatever.
Exactly. So kids, stop chopping dicks.
Yes, and also leftover fruits by fruit bats and birds. We're not even sure who ate it, which of the species ate it, but we can just be careful of eating those leftovers. Just bilandesity, just let them be.
Okay. So anamdesity mango, cashew, and all that stuff.
Yep.
Okay, so we need to really start paying attention to our children. Yes, we need to do that. But they also said Ebola, it can kill you in 3 days. How true is that?
Well, those are questions that medical professions will be able to answer better. But from my understanding, the incubation period for the virus is 21 days. This is the amount of time it takes for you to start showing symptoms. The amount of time it takes until you die is totally dependent on the treatment you're getting and the type of person, how strong your immune system is, from my understanding. So I don't think those are issues that we should worry ourselves with. As a country that does not have Ebola, I think we should focus more on preventing it and changing our culture so that we can be prepared, or we can be more hygienic.
Awesome. Okay, because I'm a very curious person, so I know I must get a doctor in here someday. But yes, let's go back to Ebola-free Gambia. What are some of the measures Ebola-free Gambia are taking to keep Gambia Ebola-free? What are some of the things that you guys have been doing?
One thing we're focusing on is sensitization, because that's the most important thing, educating the public about what Ebola is, the symptoms, the preventatives, and how to take care of yourself, the personal hygiene bit. So we're printing posters. There are posters that EDC had circulating, but I think they ran out of it. So we printed more of those posters. The posters.
Sorry, can you stop? Yeah. Don't say EDC ran out of it. No.
Yeah, I heard. I was like, hold on.
Okay, so we got posters from the EDC that we also printed to circulate, and we also have ones from the CDC as well, and the WHO. The ones they are circulating as well. So we printed all of those.
standing for
Center for Disease Control.
Center for Disease Control.
That's in the US.
Great.
Yeah, and what else?
We've also started our first phase of outreach, where we're going to communities in border towns because we feel these are the most vulnerable places in Gambia. And we go with Ministry of Health officials, and we meet with the people who are on the front lines, immigration officials, the health officials down there, and also the locals. Not only for sensitization, but also to hear back from them what challenges they have, and also to find out what they know about Ebola. Luckily, so far, we've visited Jiboro, last weekend, and we're visiting Soma on Saturday. Now these trips allow us to know how well prepared Gambia is, and so far we've been very impressed by the amount of work that's there. But we also see that we can help by bringing along supplies. So we usually take along soap, odosal, which is bleach, gloves and hand sanitizers, and also reinforce the message. I think they're very grateful to have people from Combo come there, and that it just ensures them that other citizens actually care about those people in
and that we're in this together.
We're all in it together. Without them,
awesome.
we will have no chance of stopping Ebola. So they're the most important people.
Exactly. So what we'll do right now is we're going to go with another break, and when we come back we will continue this discussion. So here we go with another video, and this is Omid Wisdom with Born Free.
This is a story of all the children around the world going through child labor, child abuse and slavery. From the little girl selling water in Africa to the little girl in the factories out in Asia, and more stories untold, and more stories untold. Je viens du cocoa plantations, où ça, Ivory Coast. Si vous ne connaissez pas mon histoire, you should look it up. Washi, Shan, yeah, factories out in Asia. Nulu, Lichi, slavery, killing we, but to you it's swagger up, not salon. I come out where they mine them diamonds. This not a movie, it's much realer than blood diamonds. I'm from Sudan, a child soldier ever since I was 10. Halaki from the day I was born, I can't remember when. I was born free, we was born free, I was born free, somebody help me. Nte, Mota, Gambia, sex trafficking industry. Nah, Tara, Ikata, Sani, Gambia, you probably heard of me. Guyana, Wuti, gold mines. Wapi na Congo, Musala, Sonko, Futa, all the gold. Bakumbi, Yango, man from Senegal. Almudu chimbeda mi malam nema fesal pot be wala ut foite di. I'm from Ethiopia, the honor of kings like Selassie, but now like many children around the world through child labor I die. But I was born free, we was born free, I was born free, somebody help me. I'm from Lagos City like Wale, Omo Niger, a victim of domestic violence like them kids in Austria. Niyabua Ukukwazi from South Africa. The only thing I wanna scream out is Bizza, I'm a policer, and I'm from the drug trade all across the world. You see me in them corners, instead of helping you'd rather lock me up. But what of those that abuse the children? Profit for those without a soul. We was born free, but they don't hear us know. I was born free, we was born free, I was born free, somebody help me.
Mbalingol ntelal teri ma sanasar bi mbal kumandikang kelol kele kuma ba min kalende nan wolo nyin kurungote ka fumi Ebola nko adoman kana ke konna fulo nka Ebola ata ya mirende ko le Ebola atata murubata kata mol sefu milto mu ibuti ibu man fenke Ebola mu kuran jawbal te mi alonko ay mu wuli killing anin dantang ay wulle fa folo Liberia, Sierra Leone anin Guinea ala aka mon fuda folo ndol ma Gambia dinati nambe nyanta nala na kafnyuma na kelendi fase fate fuda la ndol ma me okala nyaadi le nasulal mobe alon ka albuke ku sain la famina alkata safunola anin jio kam bulol ku kam balol ku tuma alke ku badi bunkol ninki ankol ngal na alla fa subol baral fata nyin wula kono da fe ngol lal kamil dom sulol nin ton sol ali bula na banjulum kol ni diamutale nga foyle ko nyin du tol mile alon ko ton sol ke do me ka to ya fata wol ma fana ni nga nyimbeke ala be ma ko elale kudo min biye fana nyin bulu lio al tata dawo dal se bulo di mo bela al nga fata wo fana na ngalon ne gambien wol dalta wol al bar nyanta wo fata talala ni nga nyimbeke ala se ma ko nyin ebola ak ate fata na gambia ala baraka ebola free gambia.
I am here appealing to the general public to please, let's cooperate and collaborate with authorities. Ebola is not a joke. We don't want to live our last 21 days living all alone. Alone in the sense that your family members will not even get the chance to shake hands with you. Alone in the sense that when you die, it will be somehow a relief because at least your part is contained. Alone in the sense that when you die, your family will not even get the chance to give you that traditional burial. So please, I beg, let's do all what we can to make Gambia Ebola free. Peace.
Yes, welcome back. That was Omid Wisdom right there with Born Free, an amazing song. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to continue with this discussion. But throughout the show, you'll be seeing different clips. And there will be the 8 bars challenge clip, which was done by a few Gambian artists where they, spit rhymes about Ebola and just to raise awareness and sensitize the people out there. We also have videos from different people as well, sending out a message to keep Gambia Ebola free. So before we get into that, let's just go back to our discussion. We were talking about how you guys have gone to these different places. You've been to Jiboro, and while you were there, you guys took different items as donation items like soap, bleach, and hand sanitizers, etc. And you guys are going to Soma as well. So how many other places will you be going to?
At the moment, the next trip planned is Basse. The reason we picked these 3 places, Jiboro, Soma, and Basse, is these are the highest traffic southern borders in Gambia. So if you think about it, most of the people who come from infected countries will pass through those borders. Even if they're going to Senegal, they'll still have to pass our southern borders. So I think those are the most high risk. So if those borders have their stuff together, then we believe that all the other borders are at lesser risk. So that's why we chose those borders.
That's great, that's great. And you guys had an amazing trip to Jiboro and they were well prepared. So let's talk a little bit about that. Tell us a little bit about your Jiboro experience before we move forward.
I'll put in one thing. Even the kids there are well informed. We had a question and answer session with some of the kids there, like as young as this, and they were able to answer some of the questions. We asked them, "Lanai Ebola," and they were able to tell us that Ebola is a disease that can kill you, which is true. And it just shows us that the Ministry of Health has done a lot of work in those areas. So we're hopeful.
Some of the kids we asked them, where did you hear about Ebola? And they said in school, which I was really impressed by, which means the dialogue is there. So the message is getting out there and people are being cautious.
That's great. Apart from going to these places, which are the borders in our southern borders, basically, what other campaigns are you guys embarking on? I'm sure you guys are doing something in the social media.
Absolutely.
So tell us about your online campaign as well.
There's we'll start with Twitter. We started with Twitter. We started the hashtag Ebola Free Gambia, which really got a lot of support. From there, we started the Ebola Free Gambia challenge, where it's not really a challenge actually, it was more of people who are concerned about Gambia, in Gambia and outside of Gambia, spreading the message that Gambia does not have Ebola, and this is how we're going to keep Ebola Free Gambia, by just sending a message on awareness. The second one is the 8 bars music one, and I think that one grew more organically. It didn't come from our group per se, but it just built up the momentum, which I think is a great thing. Like you said, yes, you'll be showing some of the videos.
Yeah, so those are some of the things you guys will be seeing on this episode, which is the 8 bars challenge, as well as the videos which are done by different individuals who share the same message with us to keep Gambia Ebola free. So what are some of the things you would advise people to do? Will you stop people from shaking hands and hugging? I'm a hugger. I love to hug and I love to shake hands, and it will kind of be a problem for me if I am to stop. So do you think it's right for us to stop?
Yes.
Now?
Yes. Right now, stop hugging, stop shaking hands.
But we're all here together, though.
I think we have a little Ebola-free Gambia new. New new legi. Ni, wala ni. I think that's safe enough, and then just wash your hands after.
Well, I guess I can deal with a few fist bumps.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can deal with a few fist
It's better we're safe than sorry. I think in our culture we're very touchy. We shake a lot of hands.
Yes,
we don't want to offend people by not shaking hands, but I feel like if you have an opportunity, if someone comes up to you and they want to shake your hand and you refuse, if they get offended, use that as an opportunity to sensitize them, and maybe then they'll go and spread that message rather than make it a negative thing. Let's make it a positive thing.
That's an awesome way to put it. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go with another video, and this is Poetic X with Sunyu Dekala, and yeah, man, Sunyu Dekala. So let's keep it Ebola free. So enjoy this video, and we'll be right back.
Banjul, lang dem. Terminal, masa garas, tukar dulu.
Suñu dëkk la bu ñu defarul kenn du ko dee. Suñu réew la bu ñu defarul kenn du ko dee. Suñu dëkk la bu ñu defarul kenn du ko dee. Suñu dëkk la bu ñu defarul kenn du ko dee.
Yeah, dëgg la suñu dëkk la ñun ñoo ci war a taxaw kaatong ba pakaw koy na dem ba kaw na ku ne participate flag bi naaw sa kaw xewal yi taw amu dellu gannaaw waay suñu di gas ñe di suul dara du mun a kulbul bale sa kër jël mbalit sànni si mbedda bi magum jëma yoral loolum seben si mbedda bi public smoking ak yeneen xeetu pollution feyal sa cigarette bi yang ma pollution bushfire bi bëri na nit nañ solution deforestation war nañ di ko moytu comme Yankuba Sahong kana yiroli kuntu ana patriots yi ñëw leen ñu gën a all out yeah su si ñëpp jàppee dinañ si génn no doubt
suñu dëkk la bu ñu defarul kenn du ko dee suñu réew la bu ñu defarul kenn du ko dee suñu dëkk la bu ñu defarul kenn du ko dee suñu dëkk la bu ñu defarul kenn du ko dee bu ñu defarul kenn du ko dee.
man ngeen bu naan jëli baa pour kuréel Gambia képp kuy doomi réew mi lii de war na laa dañu fàtte yëfi loolu nga xam ne ñu ni neen laa ndax réew mi suñu réew laa su baaxee ñun la baaxal jàmm ju ñu àddina si xamee bu ñu ko kenn yaaxal li koy doxal nañu soxal ay du yem ci bopp borom bu ko kenn ñaan booram li xewoon fële ci Rwanda war naa doy ay ëpp na xëccët bi dafa doy ëpp na lan moo tax ñu ni neen di bañante mel ni du neen xëtre fes fidèle ignorance dañu tardel fexe leen ba bàyyi ci xel te di mooy te ndëkk lu nu mel jéem a raxas xol yi xol intérêt si réew mi bàyyi tribalisme jox liggéey ñu ko yellool te bàyyi népotisme jammoo bennoo bu kenn kennoo nenu labal suñuy meloo lu ñuy xëccoo amul solo
suñu dëkk la bu ñu defarul kenn du ko dee suñu réew la bu ñu defarul kenn du ko dee suñu dëkk la bu ñu defarul kenn du ko dee suñu dëkk la bu ñu defarul kenn du ko dee.
Hey yo, the secretaries, lawyers, doctors and teachers, farmers, plumbers, the fishermen and welders, carpenters, scholars, the nation builders. You better build this land. Do you understand? When we're ready to make it, we'll be building the nation with the real formation. We don't need corruption in every occasion. Let us build the nation. Sacrificing for the country, more illegal. Don't be corrupt in your office, but we do them. Look, I jamale kanama wara don sunu hair. Amut hajak sen na yepa represent. Let us come together, develop together, build the land together. Ready for whatever, backward never. I'm ready to make it. Together we'll make it.
Suñu dëkk la bu ñu defarul kenn du ko dee. Suñu réew la bu ñu defarul kenn du ko dee.
suma mbokk yi Ebola dafa serious, Ebola du caaxaan, Ebola daf dee reyee su lu gaaw a gaaw loolu moo tax ñu ngi def campagne bi pour jàngal nit ñi. ñu bari ñu ngi recommend pour nit ñi di sanitize seen loxo yi oo ñuy raxas seen loxo yi ak saabu, which is absolutely true and absolutely fine, but it's going to take a lot more than that. So ko seetloo hygiene in some parts of Africa is very, very poor. Nit ñi fu nekk la ñoo taxaw seben ñi dem jonkon si gannaaw ñax bi puub foofu o mu am ko wëccu mu buub ko rek dem sànni ko si mbalit bi, den nga am xale yi def tànki neen ñuy play si mbedd bi ñuy dem di déggaat loolu yëpp. Loolu moo dee tax façon disease bi mu dee gaaw a spread. Now I am urging everyone pour ñu extra bàyyi seen xel. Reason why is because Ebola dafa gaaw. Now check this out. So we say anybody who severe signs of Ebola, come we watch you or the gain direct and stuff like that. First thing you need to do more nga call health service department. Second thing you need to do more nga avoid contact ak nit ki. Su la may kaasi ataaya pour naan bul ko laal bul ko jege. Su la may lekka pour nga lekka bul ko laal bul ko jege. Su la joxee mbubaam mi pour nga sol bul ko laal bul ko jege. Now, in all seriousness, please follow these 5 recommendations.
Loo foog dañoo toog rek di la seetaan nga ñoo faat hell no dinañ fexe ba éradiquer la fat dinañ sensitize askan bi ba ñëpp jóg fight loo foog du la seetaan nga ñoo terrorize léegi si askan bi lay ñëw képp ku suspect boppam na daw lopitaan gaaw amut rus Ebola jombut kenn te dafa graaw mu ngi xuus nañ ko takul gaaw bala moo gën a law.
Yes, that was Poetic X right there with Sunyu Dekala. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. And right after that, what we're going to do is right now we're going to go with a Vox Pop segment. And in this Vox Pop segment, we get to talk to people about Ebola, get to hear what people out there are saying about it. So enjoy this segment, and when we come back, more discussions with Fatou and Momar.
Inji bintu baji, nje Amerika sankana ku kuweyati Ebola. Ebola e jakut. Ejalo jo bare lewa fo jake emte kambati jamika pure laro ulo yayo mbuka numari ejay banab kasafora ko nyano ujo jatu leñu nu posu ñene ya muka numa to fanfang Ebola jakot lewa wa jake yone mi mirego marsay emte kanu jal manu jale nya du keun mora de kaya bora ko do nya na wadu ko palo la ujo marsa bronga biya nu keunum ujo ko sumay nu leñu ko sumay wano sa njak mu gor la di marsa emte kanu jak sumay nu lañu la ko sumay wa fu jak mu gor la Ebola jakut emte kan loywulal jak mu ju kayo fang.
My name is Babukar Si, the head of sports department at Paradise FM. Well, I heard about this Ebola news some months back because I'm a keen follower of the international media. Of course, it's a cause for concern because many will agree with me that it is more deadly than even the HIV virus. It's a concern for the Gambia. Yes, we might say it's not in the country here, but there are precautions that can be taken, particularly at my field where as a sports journalist we go out there to cover sporting events, particularly football that dominates the country. You go into video clubs and see people jam-packed in a small hall watching international football. You go to our Nawitan centers, people are together, and the International Health Organization are saying these are very quick ways of transmitting this disease. So I am really urging the general public, Gambian brothers and sisters, to be very cautious about these contacts, sweats that we have, and very cautious about this football pitch. We are not saying no, don't play football, but again, these are ways that we can prevent ourselves from it, particularly these public gatherings that we are at our video clubs, our Nawitan centers, and soccer venues. Let's be careful about it. feebari Ebola maa ngi ko njëkk a déggee ci li nga xamante ne mooy BBC CNN ou Press TV gars yi di ci wax bu baax a baax anyway comme nu ko gars yi waxee rek mooy ne war nañoo mun a moytu bu baax a baax comme jëflante ak nit ñi through contact ak yooyu noonu noonu la ko gars yi waxee and yes change nag honestly si man nag change suma life lu bëree bëri because still maa ngi nuyu maa ngi get in touch with people ak yooyu even though ne wane nañ ne it's risky waaye daal xam naa ne daal li gën a am solo mooy ñu moytandi ko bu baax a baax ndax olof daf dee wax ne agaru moo gën faju so loolu laa ci am.
My name is Lamin Mane. I'm a film editor. I first heard about Ebola from the international media when it has started killing people, in the neighboring countries. Since then, I've been very cautious and, I've been very adhering to the advices given by the health authorities. Like, one of the basic, principles in, preventing yourself from Ebola is by regularly, washing your hand with disinfectant, and also, try to avoid that much contact with people whom you may not know. And, I think basically one or two of the preventive methods I knew about it anyway. So I think everybody should stand out and fight Ebola.
Man maa ngi tudda Cheikh Tidiane Diallo. Ebola dégg naa ko si international media bi nit yi di ko waxantoo foofu laa ko njëkk a dégg after ma ñoo gis nit yi naka lañ ko waxee ñu xam feebar bi naka la demee. So feebar bi nekk na feebar boo xam ne tiital nañu bari although lum rey bariwul compared to yeneen feebar waaye nuñ ko dee transfert moo gaaw ba loolu tax na nit yi tiit nañ si torop understand waaye lu ñoo advice nit yi rek mooy ñu try pour di déglu tamit media bi lan lañ dee advice pour preventive measures yi lan la ñoo def mooy comme raxas suñ loxo yi ba mu set ba pare am oytu daal ñu oytu moo gën lépp loo xam ne media bi o docteur yi o ñi xam wax nañ ko si li nga xam ne loolu moo ko prevent ñu try ñu def loolu noonu leen buñ ko def yi fi dëgër boppa koo xam ne am nga la spécial nii su nekkee ne dañ wax ne ñuy raxasu su nekkee dañ wax ne ñu wàññi public gathering bu bari bi tamit luy gars yi wax rek loo xam ne loolu moo ko dem ñu try ñu make sure ñu def loolu ba pare man suma concern lu si gën a lifin moo nekk xale yi because xale yi xam nga ñun mag yi ñun we are responsible xam nañ feebar bi xam nañ lan la ñoo mën a def understand waaye xale yi yenn xale yi te xale yi ñoom ñoo dee gën a ëppal lu ñu dee génn si biti dem si school si xam nga soo war nañoo jéem a seet xale yi tam naka lañ leen a sensitiser ñoom tam ñu understand ba pare xale yi suñ ñëwee kër ñu make sure ñuy xool xale yi ñun sax suñ boppa ne raxasu nañ balaa gaay di lekka raxasu nañ bala ñoo tëdda wala bala ñoo ñëw dugga si biir kër bi di suñ génnee mbeeda bi suñ demee foy suñ ñëwee rek ñu try gaay ñu raxasu ñu set understand so ñu try ñun ñëpp mu nekk liggéey boo xam ne ñun ñëpp ñoo ko def ndax mbooloo mooy doole suñ booloo rek dinañ ko mun a xeex
moo teree nelaw ku ne fu ne mag ak gu ne Ebola de war na fasam te mi ngi wër dëkk wu ne séddale tiis ak nakar bul ko yaatal ni mu bone gan gu yeewi béy la ku gaaw ci la jël réew la dalay tàggaleek njaboot xawi sutura lor la raxasal loxo bi balaa ngaa giseek bool bi moytu leen lekk mbedd mën na sakkanal lim bi Ebola non bu bon ci réew mi.
Hi everyone, I am Usman Toure and I stand for an Ebola-free Gambia. For the past months, there hasn't been a day when Ebola hasn't been mentioned on the news, and we all see how it's affecting our neighboring countries. It hasn't reached our shores yet, but that doesn't mean that we should not be prepared for it. So let's spread the word, let's talk about its symptoms, let's talk about how we can prevent it. I think we should reach out to the remote areas of the country that don't have access to the internet, because these people will have less access to proper health care. Together we can spread the word, together we can fight Ebola. I stand for an Ebola-free Gambia and an Ebola-free Africa.
Bena waju kole nanma, ji luisi sa yon, selu aksi wut fi mungi be I Liberia Sierra Leone. Mane ko ndax dañ wara xaar be am ko pour ñu tal ko bala mo aksi lu gëna smart moy pour ñu kal ko ñu raxas loxo yi bool yi plate yi yépp na clean avoid leki mbeda smiling coast bi continue scene dégg naa ñu ngi door di test vaccine yenn kyo gaaw everybody nel amin Ebola Free Gambia.
Assalamu alaikum mbokam ak askan wi man la Olof Ndiaye pare pour waxtaan ak yeen tay ci walu Ebola. Ebola nak doon na jangoro bo xamne amagut faj way mën nañ ci aar suñu bopa mën nañu fexé ndeku ñun ñu accès suñu réew nañ leen bugg di raxas suñu doxay ba mu set nañ leen bugg di moytu ñam yi nga xamne picca yi ak ñugu bi ñoko desal Ebola yënguna way ñun askan wi ko yëngal ñoko uppa doole nañ leen bokk loxo xex ko jërëjëf.
Yes, so that's what people out there are saying about Ebola. That's what they know about it. So let's just keep the message going. Let's just keep talking to people about it. I mean, and we're here with Ebola Free Gambia, the team. And we were talking about the work you guys are doing on the social media. There is an Ebola Free Gambia website as well. So tell us about the website.
The website is basically www.ebolafreegambia.gm. That's www.ebolafreegambia.gm. Basically, you can find out everything we're doing, find out information on Ebola, and yes, it's just a place that Gambians can go and find out about Gambia and Ebola.
So is it catered for only people here, or does it go abroad as well? Because I'm sure a lot of people out there would want to know what people are doing here to keep Gambia Ebola free. So what other features are on the website?
Yes, well, it's a website, so anyone can access it from anywhere in the world. We would hope that people in Europe and in North America go to it and feel reassured that Gambia is safe from Ebola, and we're doing everything that we can to keep Ebola out of here. And we want them to come for holidays, not to stop cancelling their tickets, to just come and be here with us, because we're definitely surviving, and I don't think we have a major threat. So that's one of the main purposes of the website, to dispel all fears and reassure people that Gambia is safe and still a wonderful tourist destination.
Exactly. So we're still smiling. We're still the smiling coast. And what about here in the country in forms of communication? Is there anywhere where people can make contact and call and talk about Ebola or ask questions?
Yeah, there's the hotline number. That's 1025-1025.
Okay.
If you have questions about Ebola, if you have concerns about Ebola, you can call the number. It's free from any line you call from. It's free, and you can call and ask questions.
Okay, and there are people there all the time to answer those questions.
Yes, definitely.
That is absolutely awesome. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go with another video, and this is G and Sugar with The Smiling Coast. We'll be right back.
Shy Boy, Money, Shy Boy Production.
Oh, hey, hey. Sun shining, I'm warm. How you feeling? Well, I'm home. Couple thousands I just flown, got me feeling some type of way. Embracing this ground, my people, my town. Celebrating with this sound, we are feeling some type of way. I'm humbled that I come from a place like this. So let me show you around, sing it again. So humbled that I come from a place like this. Let me show you around. The Smiling Coast, the Smiling Coast. Yes, we're repping all day. There ain't no other place like the Smiling Coast, boy. The Smiling Coast, the Smiling Coast. Yes, we're repping all day. There ain't no other place like the Smiling Coast, boy.
You missing out if you ain't from here. And don't be quick to judge from all the things you hear. Plus from a distance the picture's never clear. People give back, we care. Got so little but we share. Can't compare, you deke jama burajir. Yenen deka yage here. Foreigners din yunye. Tourists yange jabante back and forth throughout the year. Bane, a peace of mind, sunny beaches. Love bird watching birds, we got different species. Rich in culture and the love leaves you speechless. Society groom, reality it teaches. We one like a puzzle, putting together all the pieces.
I'm humbled that I come from a place like this. So let me show you around, sing it again. So humbled that I come from a place like smiling coast, the smiling coast. Yes, we're repping all day. There ain't no other place like the smiling coast, boy. The smiling coast, the smiling coast. Yes, we're repping all day. There ain't no other place like the smiling coast, boy.
Digga dikka na I different dikka fu nekk ak loo fay fekk fan ngay dem ñu oola lekka xamuñ la sa oola añ su doon pour ñaan sa def ko ñetta. Ain't no other place this brother here could live better. Even beggars got homes géej naa gis ku fanaan better. Su seere be seere su winter you cool with just a sweater. Living the smiling coast or never. To be honest suma happiness like perta.
Sun shining, I'm warm. How you feeling? Well, I'm home. Couple thousands I just flown, got me feeling some type of way. Embracing this round, my people, my town. Celebrating with this sound, we are feeling some type of way. I'm humbled that I come from a place like this. You know, you should know. So let me show you around, sing it again. So humbled that I come from a place like this. Let me show you around. Smiling coast, smiling coast. Yes, we're repping all day. There ain't no other place like the smiling coast, boy. The smiling coast, the smiling coast. Yes, we're repping all day. There ain't no other place like the smiling coast, boy.
Ebola feebar bu bon la su la jàppee nga ñàkk sa bakkan ñu gasala sa kan buñ ci jógul mun naa lor ñu bari ci suñu askan ñu ne lu fi musuta am su fi amee gan moo ko fi indi waaye bii gan lum indi mbooloo fayet moo ko fee dindi fu mu jógee amu fa nu moo ñëwee dafa gaaw ak bon ci yaaxa nit lu moo def dafa ñaaw nañu wàññi body contacts ba pare sax ci raxasu ndax mun naa dal ku nekk doo xam sax nu moo laxasu Ebola free Gambia.
Ebola be kerenne nko fali toluma long bari dole ya lon ne nko e dole be tawolla ni sonta fayema ha atetula ha ebe batala woto jamfama dia kola kuya wo dummandiya dol sa borila kuol be kelela silan tolu damma long alina nyomuta janin dolu kam massa nana nimisa nin sasa alama bayla banta kana dunja Ebola free Gambia.
Yes, the smiling coast where we come from. That is Sugar featuring G right there on that track. An amazing video, beautiful song as well. Like I said, we're still the smiling coast and we are Ebola free. So this brings us to the end of the show. And your final words, what do you have to say to the people out there on Ebola? Like, what's the message that's being sent out, the main message?
Personal hygiene. Maintain your personal hygiene and always wash your hands. And then sharing washing basins, hand washing basins. Let's stop that. Or so just pour in a bleach or something. Always wash your hands with soap and running water.
Soap and running water.
Yes.
Wash your hands with soap and running water. That is from Fatou.
And keep clean.
And keep clean. And what do you have to say, Mr. Ta?
My message is to just keep sanitizing your hands. Personal hygiene is the most important. And discussions. Discuss with everybody you can about Ebola. And let's make sure people are not panicking and not scared. You know, we're a very, very safe country. And we're going to keep it that way. There's a lot of people on the front lines doing everything they can to make sure Gambia stays Ebola free.
Thank you very much, guys, for being on the show with us. And for all our wonderful people out there who are watching, that's all we have for you guys today. And like they said, let's keep Gambia Ebola free. And it's very, very simple to do. Let's just keep ourselves clean. Let's be sanitized all the time. Let's wash our hands. Let's always use hand sanitizers. And let's talk about this. Let's stop panicking about it. Let's stop being scared about it. Let's talk about it. Let's get to know. We want to know. We need to find out stuff about Ebola and how we can prevent ourselves from it. So keep talking, keep clean, and always wash your hands. That's my message for you. And till then, have a very, very, very good night and goodbye. Peace.
High fever, headache, joints and muscles they ache. Sore throat, weakness, stomach pain. Nga yeg rahas len loxo yi, muslu len ci toxo yi, moytu len ci laxu yi. Ebola mom de baxu fi. Togu kay, waxtanu kay, lekku kay. Set wecc, tukki dem ñew. Bala tog, sangu set wecc. Jotalel ma kaddu yi, xelal len ma mbolo mi. Yokka ñaan ci jàkka yi, ñu muslu ci Ebola bi.
We're raising the bar, call it awareness. No juju can prevent, stay clean, don't be so careless. Germless, now wake your bus and dog him from for Kleenex. The cleanest, the person Ebola stays of business. Your girl is out of the zone, then kissless. Ebola Free Africa campaign so priceless. Alright, next man, I rest my case and say without sex. Prevention's better than cure, let's do this just through text. 8 bars for an Ebola campaign. 1.
Alingan tuno fasa sono ya saya jankari ajanjango tariata nata kalidema amansoto muminti waranto botadamin Alinga kafundu nyoma nga jankari kele Ebola jankari muna alinga kele nata kalidema amansoto muminti waranto botadamin
Moitulin